positive per se.
So
but regardless, I mean, I think if I don't know your upbringing at all, but I mean, certainly my upbringing, my Hebrew education was, I would say, 1/3 Holocaust, and you know, I'm older, and so this was, you know, in the 70s. 1/3 into the 80s, 1/3 Holocaust, 1/3 Israel, 1/3 Hebrew and Jewish culture. And I certainly feel a strong connection to Israel, but I wouldn't call it positive these days.
Sure. I guess I think what the poll attempts to is basically, if you ask Hasan or a lot of people on the left, I think an emotional attachment is the way to describe this. So it's like, if you think
I certainly have an emotional attachment, and it's not, but it's not. I wouldn't describe it as positive.
This isn't the one, is it, Dan? There's the one that shows 73%.
Dude, he's saying just because you have an attachment to Israel doesn't mean
anyway, it doesn't really matter. Regardless, basically, I want to flesh out my ideas, my thoughts, because I'm being characterized by Hasan and a lot of his cohorts as being, a Zionist, being pro-Israel, being an Israel apologist, being a genocide supporter, being a baby killer, being married to a baby killer, et cetera, right? My wife is Israeli. I don't know if you know that. So basically, I would like to just take the opportunity.
Not just Israeli. She was in the IOF.
Tell me what you think, because apparently I will only listen to other Jewish people. So finally, I can speak to someone whose opinion matters to me. So thank you, as the official sanctioned Jewish man, Sam Seder, everybody.
No one said that.
100% Ashkenazi?
That is also a mischaracterization. He has
I haven't
lived experience,
but I'm quite sure I have some Sephardic Jewish ancestry too. So I would mix.
That's good.
Vilnius and Hungary, I think.
Good for you. I think that's always a good thing. Hey, my friend, I'm 99.3%, so that's my that's where my authority comes from.
I'll take your word for it.
So at any rate, let me start here by showing you a little context.
Oh, let me also just say, I got about an hour.
Okay, great. Well, I'll just get into it then. Here it is.
Not enough. That's not enough time, Uncle.
Okay, whatever. So let's start here. Let's start with a little icebreaker here. I know we're both fans of Tim Pool. Okay, let's just enjoy this image together. Tim Pool recently at a wedding.
Wait, what?
And can you see? Can you see that?
Did he get married?
Well, I think he's attending a wedding.
Okay.
And he's very formally dressed, except he appears to be wearing a beanie.
I'm aware of his beanie attachment.
Bro!
So I don't know.
Why are you filibustering the conversation?
Fine look for our good friend Tim Pool there. Very good.
Nice suit.
Yeah. So well, let me ask you this: what have you kind of like heard about me? Because I mean, I know that your colleagues have an opinion.
I got to be honest with you. I have not heard much. I have, like, the only thing I really saw that came up in any of my mentions on BlueSky, I'm also on BlueSky, is just this issue about talking to me, and I had presumed that was it. But I don't, look, from my perspective, I'm not, and I know that there's been,
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats.
A lot of grief. People also taking grief on. And the personal aspects of this, and I don't believe that people. People should do that. I don't think people should be swatted.
This is not going well.
Tried to be fired or whatever.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
On them or any of that. I mean, I just don't think that's appropriate. I mean, I'm more interested in talking about my relationship to Zionism and my perspective on Israel and
feelings on the Israel-Gaza situation for a long time. I lived in Israel for 5 years as well when I was right after October 7th. And you can tell me if you have any more episode a few days after October 7th.
Showcase himself as like, you know, pro-Palestinian unconditionally.
Liars and bad faith.
Tango neutralized.
I've said it.
Yo, check your
I'll say
fire.
it many more times. By genocidal maniacs, okay? They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal. A coalition of freaks.
Falling behind.
Majority of Israel. Genocide, frankly. The war crimes in Gaza, including
Leaders. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
It's unacceptable. I've seen videos, you know, Palestinian dads holding their.
I know all of this.
Molotov lit.
Watch this part because it. So that was my.
With the call.
Watch it.
I might. I'm not sure. Supported a, you know, a Israeli reporters and protest against what
Come on, you're losing this fight.
And there was a question as to whether Israelis would
Because you're anti-Semitic. That's like your goal here.
some fat
Enemy destroyed your trophy system.
at that time. And so I think it's I would make a even, you know, it's not a perfect analogy as to what's happening in this country, but you know, when you talk about the you know,
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
That shit ass hat.
this is not the character of the vast majority of I'm not necessarily convinced that from the West Bank into Israel and the lack of awareness of is shocking to them.
Check your lost the lead.
Full understanding of what was happening in Gaza, that they
So, as you touched on, this was basically before the war started.
any sense.
Outcome of the war is just jaded.
It's not a war. It's a genocide, asshole.
I think people in Israel feel like isolated. They feel like, I mean, that's a much more nuanced conversation. But the feeling is,
I mean, you have this. You know, I was looking up. We killed.
Eyes on hostile Semtex.
What the fuck's going on out there? Tighten up and show some fun. Marshal requesting hailstone strike. I don't believe in bad luck, just bad aids.
Pull out.
Get to extra.
Scrims instead.
The victims of what's happening here, to be Israeli.
in a separate situation because of their Jewish identity. That's a problem, don't you think?
Oh, I do, but
and you can care about two things. You can't be like, oh, these people are ridiculous for caring about anti-Semitism on college campuses because the war's happening. I mean, you know, both we can care about two things.
100%.
And obviously, it's way worse.
But that's the point. I mean, one is way worse than what's happening.
Being discriminated against based on their identity. You know what I mean? Like, of course, who wouldn't react to that?
I don't think that people are being victimized. I mean, certainly, listen, anti-Semitism is real. It was real when I was a kid. There was many times I had pennies thrown at me growing up and playing basketball. I mean, there was a lot of, I've experienced anti-Semitism. But, put it in the context of,
which I agree with.
You're a parent, I'm a parent. You know, if my kid is going through something very difficult, it's obviously difficult for me, but it's more difficult for them. And it's a question of prioritizing these things. You can have two thoughts in your head at the same time, but to center oneself or to perceive that one's victimization is sufficient to ignore the
I gotta stop you because I don't think anyone. I don't know who's doing that.
Well, I mean, I just said like you just presented as the Israeli population feels like they're isolated and this and that.
There's two different separate conversations. There's like the American Jewry who's like, I have nothing to do with that place, and then the Israelis, right? So like when you're talking about
in terms of the way that you characterize the Israelis they feel isolated.
You know what Langley expects. Get it done.
I can understand that, but to not have the first thought of like we are
Sam will not
committing, like you say, genocidal acts.
We're winning.
It's a legal term, but I think that it's colloquially speaking, at the very least, it is a genocide. And to issue
in Israel, people think the problem compared to like on October 7th they were victims.
That Ethan is being
after everything that's happened, all the things
centering
they've
himself in this
suffered pales
conversation
in
about how he has been
comparison to
victimized as
the
entire genocide
of civilians and I think the problem try to explain what's happening.
Get out front!
The media apparatus and the feeling that they have there, it's like there's no.
Toss a syntax!
Kind of like self-realization, and like you said, a lot of Israelis don't know what's happening.
Sorry, little old.
Speaking out about what was going on. The paper was.
That they're evil.
I think, look, there's. I'm sure that there is a.
It's coming soon!
Trauma, but I think some of it is, frankly, is racism, and I think USA to watching in El Salvador. I don't know how I can explain
Incoming touch!
in Gaza have that reaction. But I think
Enemy spring mine!
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
part of it, I think there's some of the makeup of it's gobsmacking, and to me,
Target location.
Resupply disrupted.
never identified myself as an anti-Zionist. I don't think I think those it wasn't really until someone heard me articulate. I don't really care that one way or another how. But to me, it shows.
Get out front! Let's go!
UAV established overhead.
So I can't operate as someone who operate as someone in terms of like what we support.
UAV mission timeline 50%
Sees my religion being used.
Fuck them!
strike available. Flying on fumes. UAV returning to base.
I mean, that's where I'm coming
Really important. This
from with
conversation is great to have. I'm so glad he did this. I'm so glad Ethan did this.
Hostile LDBR drop
Wait,
detected.
authorizing Hellstorm deployment!
At launch acceptability region. Hellstorm out. Two by Hellstorm.
Enemy sighted.
And it's just trying to explain it. That's all. I agree with
The lead is ours.
But actually, one thing I want to pivot to and ask you.
Enemy RCXD detected.
all aid to Israel.
I think that'd be just about. Well, we're talking about like military and stuff. Israel can make their own decisions.
Every
We've given up the lead.
Entitled to it, I to say more accurately. So yeah, I think the military aid should be done for sure until.
obviously you have.
Chopper gunner awaiting orders.
Authorizing chopper gun attack!
Sam Seder engaging your chopper gunner.
Let's go!
And you know, Hasan is very influential, so when he decides that somebody
Bring mine!
criticizing him, then it kind of becomes he's not supporting Kamala Harris. She has stopped the war. I don't know. But posting like this insane Riviera, Gaza, the Riviera with Trump Hotel.
Toss a syntax!
And like he.
They're watching in here as well. They're watching me as well.
Like I would come.
Incoming tactics!
I suspect. Have the same policies as Trump, but at the same time, there's a massive failure both on a human level, articulated anything even close to
That was her
would have been.
failure. That's the
I
reason
think
why
it would
she
have
lost.
probably
That was my point.
had implications in the election.
Time's nearly up. Close it down.
Severing her ties from Biden early on. That was the point of contention with the Kamala Harris campaign. And that's what led her to lose.
I used to support Harris because I perceived her as the lesser of two evils, but
Yeah, me too. And I think that that's an important distinction.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
just so repulsed by what was happening that it.
Check your fire!
I understand. So disillusioned with this administration, I can't support it.
Damn it, Crimson, that's not good enough.
I suspect he voted for Jill Stein personally.
I hate Jill
But
Stein.
either way, he hasn't said, and he wouldn't. And
of people who, generally don't vote for the lesser of two evils, but I think, and certainly, in the run up to the 2016 election, I certainly, that was my,
I don't know why he lies about this.
what the Biden administration is so horrific that her inability
Yes, of course
to
he's using Sam to try and
signal
trash
that there
talk
would be
me by lying.
you know, I think
I literally have made
sometimes you have to take this at face
numerous
value.
videos about Joe Stein
I think there would be certainly
just
definitely
fucking
other things. You
lies.
would not be assaulting the government
Why does
like
he lie about
like
this?
Trump
it's
is.
such a basic,
But
easy to fucking comprehend
you know,
principle.
I think probably this is the first election in as long as I've been doing this,
Hassan
and I
keeps
think
saying
it's
you're
been
lying.
5
He is
elections now. I
lying.
mean, I'm old.
Why
That
does he lie
I
about
couldn't
this?
really
I voted on stream.
condemn someone from taking that
I never
position
told people to vote for Joe Stein.
based
I told
upon
people
what we
not
were
to vote
seeing.
for Joe
And this
Stein. I
is-
told
It's
people
not
not to
just
vote
some
for
random
Trump.
person.
I said
I
Donald
do,
Trump was
and
gonna,
I'll tell you
of course,
what.
be worse than Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris
But it was up to
wanted a
them
ceasefire.
to make
She
that
stated that.
decision on their
Trump
own.
said finish them. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh
like
my
for
God.
someone like
Biden said,
Hassan,
I want a
I'm not
ceasefire
voting for
too.
Biden. I'm not talking
No,
about
I
Biden.
understand, but we found out that Biden, in fact, did nothing to bring that about. So,
Well,
like, you know,
you can talk about Biden. I'm talking about Kamala Harris. What
well,
she
but she's-
said.
I mean,
Well, she's the vice president. I mean, at the end of the day, she doesn't really do that much, right?
No, but I'm talking about the candidate. Biden, as a president said he wanted a ceasefire. She as a candidate said, I want a ceasefire.
Do not, even if you're like, I don't know how much
He
I
is not
trust them.
knowledgeable
One's
enough
like,
to
I want
have
a
an
ceasefire, the
adult
other one is
conversation
like,
on this.
finish
I'm
them.
sorry. It's obvious.
Well, listen,
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think
And
it
he's
was
lying on top of
certainly
that.
obvious to me that Trump was going to be worse. But I think, like, if you're trying to get the candidate
pee.
to
I'm doing a pee break.
show some indication of this, you know, I can understand that. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I would disagree with it. But
Yeah, and I get your
I'm
point too.
not-
Like, ultimately, I understand why people wouldn't want to support them because of what they've seen, and like that, it feels like it feels like
it also shows a tremendous amount of just like electoral malfeasance on her part. I mean, they made an active choice. And I think, you know, you could have put that Palestinian lawmaker from Georgia on stage. They made an active choice to signal to whomever they were signaling that they weren't going to do anything. Now, I happen to believe that she would have been better on this than Trump. But they were making an active choice to do that. I mean, it was really electoral malfeasance on her part, in my opinion. But you know, I don't know what the point of litigating this is per se. But
well, we're talking about kind of my criticisms of Hassan and how this.
I don't.
Well, let me show you this.
I don't
I know.
really care.
Yeah,
about,
I know.
Honestly, I'm like
Let me show you this. This is
I'm
more.
Not, I don't. I honestly. Like,
Yeah, you don't care. I know.
I don't care. I don't.
And why should you? I don't blame you. We talked about anti-Semitism, and you think that I don't want to put words in your mouth, right? But you seem to have conveyed that.
Why not? You do it all the time, asshole.
Destruction and everything happening, the genocide, the loss of life in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, that obviously that's way more important. So let me show you an example of something. And again, I know you don't care about the drama. To me, this isn't drama. This is one of the biggest, most influential streamers spreading something that I think is really dangerous. And you can agree or disagree, but it's a short clip, but I'll show it to you. And you tell me what you
It's
think.
clip chimped. This will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a rabid neo-Nazi. And you shouldn't even let someone be the local dog catcher as Felix was posting.
Yep.
If they've ever exhibited any sort of like positive feelings about the state of Israel. I'm so serious about this.
Now, by the way, he didn't misspeak. He doubled down on it yesterday. He said, no, I agree. That's what I think. Now, just to recap, he says, anyone
Look at
that's
him
had positive
shaking. What the
feelings at
fuck?
any point about the state of Israel is a neo-Nazi that's not fit to be a dog walker. Now, to me, that seems like extremely dangerous, dehumanizing language about what could arguably be 70% of the Jewish diaspora, and certainly probably people you know in your family.
I'll tell you, there's some hyperbole there, but
That's putting it mildly.
I don't want my fucking Zionist family members to be in office either.
And I'll tell you what I think is really...
Sorry, I got to correct you. He says Zionism, and then he says, if you had positive feelings about the state of Israel at any point in your life.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, if you look at what's happening right now, and you have positive feelings about Israel.
He said at any point in your life, Sam. Just to be clear, about what he said.
Don't try to
would I have said at any point in his life, someone's life? But I just think this is such a petty, like the idea that we're going to police. Hold on, let me respond.
ahead.
You want me to respond this?
No,
I don't, like I say, I don't care about this. But if you're going to force me to respond to it, what Israel is doing right now is so far beyond the idea that someone says any time in your life or not or whatnot. He's talking about Zionism, and frankly, I think it's very difficult for me.
Sam needs more context to see how vitriolic Hasan is.
Understand how someone could have positive feelings at this time. Now, you want to say in the past and what? Okay.
Yeah.
Like I say, I will grant you at any time in your life that is
That's not what I said.
That is too broad a step. But wait, let me finish.
Yeah.
But see, you go in and you're making this about anti-Semitism by doing this hopscotch about a poll that people had positive feelings that Jewish people do, and then therefore he is anti-Semitic. And honestly, that type of conflation,
your background,
I think, is so dangerous and so disingenuous. I mean, I don't want to get too passionate about this, but I will tell you something. I have had a guy who went to my bar mitzvah, my sister's bar mitzvah, my kid's bar mitzvah, sat at Passover with me 3 or 4 times, called my father and asked him if I'm anti-Semitic. Now, this is just one, that is just an example, an illustration of conflating when he's clearly talking about Zionism. Was it hyperbole to say any time in life, whatever? The fact of the matter is this conflation is dangerous for Jews.
Yes.
It is a fig leaf and a way of weaponizing anti-Semitism that has enabled Donald Trump to do the shit he's doing, that has enabled the slaughter of thousands upon thousands of children and women and men, for that matter. It is not keeping Israelis safe. And this type of conflation, Ethan, is what I find far more irresponsible, frankly, than the idea that he said positive any time.
He's right.
Look, you do a show
Sam,
4 hours a day. He does a show 5 or, as far as I can tell, 15 hours a day. And to focus in on that one tiny clause.
This is not one tiny clip, Sam. You don't know. This is a totality of behavior.
But you
and by the way, it's easy, and I appreciate that you can hand wave it away and say that it doesn't.
No, I'm not hand waving it away.
Well, you kind of are.
I'm saying this
You're saying it doesn't. You're saying actually I'm wrong for caring
You know exactly what I mean there.
In fact, I'm saying this conflation is incredibly dangerous. It is disingenuous.
I think it's dangerous
right now,
to ignore what's being described as dehumanizing violent language for American Jews.
Israel,
that have nothing to do with the
that is a complete mischaracterization of it.
And that is what's
not.
dangerous.
He's not fit to be a dog walker.
He never says the word Jews.
He says a neo.
Listen, how many members of Kufi have positive feelings towards Israel?
Let me see.
How many millions of members of Kufi, the Christian organization, have positive feelings for Jews? It is clearly not a function of their Judaism. It is not a function of their Judaism, and so it is not specifically.
Perhaps these people will not finally understand.
It describes most Christian evangelicals.
They include them too, but it also describes 73% of Jews.
Team deathmatch. Time to get our heads dirty, Black Ops. Get to work.
Racial
Incoming flashback.
It is not anti-Semitism.
Able to have this You're a Jew hater. You're a Jew hater.
Take your hand up your ass and your finger off the trigger.
Well, I disagree. I think
it's dangerous for this society.
Why would he?
I think, frankly, I think it's
dangerous.
What I perceive as hand waving what is happening here. I know you said you aren't doing
I'm
that.
not hand waving.
You're doing the opposite.
Of thought about it.
The point is, you saying that this is. Memory of trauma. It starts with
Eyes on hostile Semtex.
You mentioned ever in his life had
Enemy patrol.
Does your dad have any? Okay, good. Then you're a neo-Nazi, not fit to walk a dog.
Hostile planted spring mine. Hostile stun.
Fucking blind!
Move, move, move!
Another thing he plays right.
Watchdog helo incoming on your location.
Enemy watchdog helo overhead. The fuck? Enemy watchdog helo.
But anyway, another thing
We got move. Yo, check your pride.
think that you could accurately characterize. No, right? But he's saying Zionist tendencies. What does that mean?
Semtex, front.
What a Zionist tendency is. I suppose, like I've looked at those, people have various different understandings of Zionism. But I think it is
trying to fight us off.
specifically,
Watch
but
Ethan back
the
away from
notion of
our
an
supposed
ethno-state
debate on Friday.
that
He didn't get what he wanted out of
allows
Sam.
whatever in the name of,
This was
of
all-
Zionism is massive.
Sure. Another thing. I mean, pretty much like.
Mine.
Ask me about. I mean,
I think he's gonna die right now. Now that he's not.
I'm not here.
Mine neutralized.
How do you feel about Hamas?
I feel that people can perceive it as a
Clean shot.
What do you think about them, Sam?
ultimately probably like with Barack when he said that we're eye-powered in Gaza. I mean, that's an occasion. And I think that is
By the way,
break
just to
out.
point out the inconsistency there. I refuse to understand.
Armed hostile.
I don't know how to explain it.
Eyes on enemy mark.
what Gazans,
done.
Disingenuous. Committing violence on the city.
Eyes on hostile center. Effective shot. Fuck! Watch it!
Accountable for what they did.
Let's kick some ass!
Bring mine.
If you're planning on giving up, do it now. If not, get to work.
But you're saying the entire system is held accountable?
You fucking me? Activate cashback protocol.
Talk
Get
about
your
a
ass
shit show.
back to
Move
base.
out, Black Ops.
Yes.
Well, places in, history is full of examples of organizations that commit terrorist acts. Now, I will tell you,
people look at South
personally,
Africa.
I do not condone
Nelson
the
Mandela's
killing
family, by
of
the way.
civilians, which is why, obviously, I'm up.
The part I don't like about people,
horrific.
people say, like, I feel like people sweep for Hamas by saying, like, what do you expect,
MK
right?
paramilitary
But
wing of
the
the
truth is
ANC
that people
bombing campaign that killed
use
19
South
people,
Africa as an
wounded 200.
example, but what South Africa shows is that you don't need to commit a violent war against civilians to liberate yourself.
They were violent!
Well, I mean, listen, we had for a year, we had the Great March of Return, where, you know, Sinwar himself was involved in that. There was Palestinians marching on a regular basis over the course of the year. I don't know how many it was, 50 or whatever, that were innocent people who went there, and snipers are shooting down unarmed civilians. And so, you know, time and time again, and over the course of the 20 years that I've been professionally,
That's
you know,
the reason why
covering
he went to
this,
prison.
my attitude towards Israel's willingness to have peace has changed, and my understanding of it has changed. And I can only imagine how more intense that feeling is to be living in a place that is, you know, functionally like, you know, the Warsaw Ghetto, as far as, like, you don't have access to resources, you have 50% unemployment, the apartheid that is taking place in terms of the West Bank. I mean,
I agree with those characterizations, by the way, Sam. Just to say.
But I can't imagine that my response wouldn't be to pick up a weapon.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
It's not really working out.
Well, none of it's working out, is it?
No,
I mean,
not much at all. Not really much at all.
What is called the greatest attack on Israelis in 75 years. The notion of Zionism and the way that Israel is organized as a society is not protecting Jews. It's not protecting Israelis. It's not protecting Jews worldwide. It is, there may have been a time where Zionism had and there were certainly proponents of Zionism in the early 20th century, in the late, perhaps late 19th century, where there was a notion of a multi-ethnic democracy that fell by the wayside. You know, folks like Hannah Arendt and Einstein, you know, left the Zionist Congress, and what it has evolved into is, I think, a nightmare for everyone involved. And so, you know, I don't know how I would react in that type of
Domination.
Waypoint mark.
Secure the objective.
code Barack.
Securing Zone A.
Taking the objective.
Securing
Watch
B.
my six.
And
That's fine.
Alpha secure. Bravo is on. We've taken control.
Like a military action by Hamas to what end?
I mean,
Catching up.
they attacked two military bases.
Take your head out your ass and your finger off the trigger.
Charlie.
There's one.
Losing B.
Fuck! Watch!
We're losing Alpha.
Would you expect the response of Israel would be?
Flash.
Yeah, right.
Take it C.
Toss the frag.
I don't think I have the level in literally
Frag. Hostile tag.
Bravo.
probably, I mean, I'm, this is all conjecture on my part, that they would be able to
Securing Charlie.
Semtex. Front. Hostile planet spring mark.
Well, I'm just trying to flesh it out.
Losing B.
Hostile grenade. Stun inbound.
Bravo.
Concussion grenade. Molotov. Ice.
Bravo lost.
Frag going out.
Securing C.
Objective capture underway.
Taking B.
been able
Losing A.
that
Yo, check your fire. I'm on the objective.
Bravo zone secure. We're losing Alpha. Losing B. down Bravo.
Hostile Semtex.
B locked down. Losing Bravo.
Hostile removed.
Taking C.
Beginning capture. Promise Semtex.
Losing B. Losing Bravo.
One public bomb shelter in Gaza.
Oh no, he's doing it. Oh, Sam's gonna
I
cook
think
him.
that's interesting.
3,000 bomb shelter.
Be standing anymore?
Well, bomb shelter.
Losing A.
They have bunker busters. They
Lost A.
Yo, check your fire.
Securing Charlie.
Fast tunnel.
Securing C.
The $1 million question is, what
Zone Charlie locked down. Losing B.
Five hostiles neutralized. TACOM, get a UAV in the air.
UAV in return.
Bravo lost.
To take out leadership.
UAV fuel check 50%.
Eyes on hostile
We're losing
Semtex.
all zones. We're losing Charlie.
So look at that.
Spring mine spotted.
That moment
Not
in
doing
history.
I disagree.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
They have
Taking Alpha.
action that they would have taken.
Taking Bravo underway. B secured.
Get kinetic.
Losing Bravo. Hostile stealth pulse in your AO.
100%
You're
going
saying
to
that
Enemy with Semtex.
Losing B. Taking it.
Semtex on. Press.
They're taking C.
fairy tales.
Finish line's in sight. Don't let up.
Has been.
Bravo. Securing Alpha. Check off. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. We lost B. Locking down Bravo.
Watch the kilo. Taking the objective. Watch my six.
Taking Bravo underway.
Contact.
We're losing Charlie. Take B. Bravo is on. CIA's a bunch of proud bastards. They won't forget this.
Textbook execution, people. That's how Black Ops does.
The thing is, he's like, what should Israel needs to do something? Israel's been doing shit, bro.
Remember me?
That's why it happened. So basically, like, you're like, well, how should they respond to it? Keep doing the same shit that's gonna make this happen again? This response will create more October 7th, moron. Don't you see that? Don't you see it's like this response, this what you, in your mind a justified response is the reason why it happened. Sam's saying break the cycle, bro. They're killing you because you're killing them. Stop killing them. What should have Israel done in response? They've been doing shit. They've been fucking them in the ass for decades. What do you mean? They don't have a right to do shit.
That is the logical conclusion of Ethan's argument, by the way. That is how crazy this is.
The agenda.
This is the essence of this is the essence of Ethan's Zionism right here. This idea that like Israel has a right to defend itself, and if you do anything to it, it should have a massive disproportionate response and should be able to commit genocide. Essentially. But he wants it both ways. He wants to say that Israel has the right to commit genocide, but at the same time pretend he's against the genocide.
Inciting an attack.
I would imagine both, frankly. But to find a way to eliminate the Palestinians, this has been the agenda of at one time what I think was a smaller segment of the Israeli,
That's what we like to call cope.
And I think it's increasingly becoming a larger portion of the Israeli politics. So, I mean, anything I say in terms of should is fantastical. Anything.
So, yeah, okay. I mean, so this is like I understand where you're coming from, right? Like,
Overdrive. Weapons free, people. Lay some hate on them.
December, they could have ceasefire at any point.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
They could have done that. They could have done that.
leaving by releasing the hostages?
The release of the hostages is not going to end their assault on Gaza. It's over and
I mean, it depends when they were made too, right?
Is because the next generation doesn't want to release the hostages. Using the hostages as a reason to keep bombing Gaza because they want to ethnically Gaza Strip. You are so stupid. Why are you so stupid?
being inevitable. When do you think they should have ended it? When do you think they should have ended it?
I've clearly stated. So, I mean, obviously.
Ramming Semtech. Hostile Semtech.
In my opinion, like you said, I think more specific strikes. I think moving slowly, because as you kind of
just a slower
pointed out, but didn't really acknowledge,
When
is
do you
that
think they should have ended?
Do you want me to answer? Yeah. So the leadership is so it's going to take. It's going to be a disproportion. But I think militarily, they probably have some obligation to their citizenry, at the very least, to like take out where there's. But we're ignoring the fact that missiles are being shot into Israel, which is true.
You've fallen behind.
The non-fantastical version of what they should have done. Should have been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Should they have said on his way out? Pre-Hamas is probably
Take your head out your ass and your finger off the trigger.
family or whatnot. So you tell me, Ethan, if you're the one with the sensical perspective on this, and mine
We got the lead. Now hold.
appropriate in your mind.
Yeah. So besides,
Damn it, we've lost the
Assaulting
lead.
through.
I think there's a space where they could like peace partners in Gaza before just destroying the whole thing. Like obviously they.
Now who's talking fantastical?
In the Great March and Return, week after week after week.
Sam, was there Hamas activity?
All that.
The border wall?
The first dozens of these things before the.
They were like trying to cross the border.
They were
But not
attacking
militants. Militants were trying to cross the border.
That's not true.
You're telling me that in the first dozen of marches, there were people attacking the fence?
Defending
Correct.
sniping at the Great March. De facto.
But
Now who's talking fantastical?
They're not pursuing peace.
I'm not saying.
They're not
I'm saying the
pursuing peace.
opposite,
I don't
Sam.
think Israel is.
When you ask me what should they do, I mean, obviously they're not. They're not pursuing peace. I agree with you. Like quite the opposite. That's not what. It could have been a path, although it's not. I think. Unfortunately, I think their response was inevitable based on everything that happened.
As a weapon, they would have leveled universities in 80, 90.
I'm answering it.
Dark.
Is inevitable.
Well, you described it. I wouldn't say that.
Listen, I believe the response is inevitable by Israel in this country. I think it's possible, but
Miss me?
Enemy UAV inbound.
to perceive as
situation that's completely. Tango down. Touched on it. We're Hamas knew that they were going to.
I would imagine Hamas thought there was going to thought that they couldn't use those hostages.
Marshal requesting UAV tasking.
Yeah.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
Israel was more interested in those hostages, I think.
Well, and
UAV flight at 50%
Watch!
on my mark.
civilians. So that there is
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
The part about the killing of innocent civilians.
I see that's what they're doing.
Charge.
Israelis want civilians to die.
Obviously not all Israelis.
Control.
Believe
That's what the polls
that
say. Ethan Lowe.
Losing this fight.
Confirming enemy down.
that they all represent. And I think that
Crimson's on their heels. Hit them hard.
Sam Seder. They literally.
twisted perspective.
I need you to understand.
Promise Sam Seder.
In
Israel,
Sam Seder would be in
tens of
agreement with
thousands
one
of
another.
people in a
And now they're
Incoming grenade.
characterizing like the majority of the
audacity.
public as
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
I guess you could say whatever you want.
Lead dart.
finally.
That's right, you shithead. The CIA's nothing
Hey, Woods.
without us.
We'll take that victory lap now.
When he got a little bit of pushback, not realizing that Sam has.
Certainly they want analogous assessments of the United States at various times about things that our national body politic as well. But
Can I tell you something? 300,000 protesters, 200,000 in the rest of the country. That's 500,000 people out in the street protesting the government of a country that has like 6 million in the.
Are you talking about the protests about the judiciary?
I'm talking about
That's what he's talking about. Those
to
weren't
release the
hostages.
hostages.
No, the hostage
Okay, to
protests
release
weren't
the
that big.
hostages.
Yeah.
But even, I don't think the hostage protests were that big, but it doesn't matter. It was pretty large.
Ceasefire,
But
Sam.
those
That's what
people
that means.
literally still turned
were-
around
they
and, if,
were-
according to
Half a
polls, said they want the
were
violence to continue in Gaza. They just
calling
want to
for a
stop it for
ceasefire,
now.
Or they were calling for a release of the hostages.
Well, what do you? What's the point of telling Hamas to release the hostages? Yeah, of course it's a ceasefire, Sam.
Well, but Israel has, and I know I'll look this up.
Deal with this.
I don't have much
500,000
time.
Israel.
Wait. Let's look this up and see
Yeah.
how many times
about the
the
pro-rape
Israeli
riots.
government has said return of the hostages will not end.
Sam, I'm
the attack."
responding to
Israel
you
just
saying the
broke.
majority of Israelis
Israel
want
just
civilians
broke.
to die. 500,000
Israel-
people came to the street for a
Israel just-
ceasefire of a country of 5 million, Sam. That's
Israel
10%.
Israel just broke the latest ceasefire. Okay, where is the political response from the Israeli people? I mean, the idea
is this Israelis
that
or Israeli
Gazans can be
Jews?
held responsible for an election that happened 18 years ago.
Sam, you
when
said the
half the
majority of
population is
Israelis
resident-
want civilians to die.
I think the majority of Israelis do not have a problem with
Team deathmatch.
that.
Neutralize all threats.
I think that
from
unfortunately
May
might be
30th.
true.
Shoot.
We're pulling ahead.
Everybody's been a lot more radicalized since October 7th. And they're cynical and they don't care, like you said.
Yes, well, that's. I mean, I'm
why
looking
are
at
you
something from
defending
May.
that?
I wouldn't say most of them want to.
Hostile tag.
And I wouldn't say that there isn't a sizable portion of the Israeli citizenry. That
Yes, Ethan, they're all great people. What the fuck? Can we stop with the genocide already?
Literally melt on the spot.
left now.
I agree. It's tragic.
Stop acting like this is new, asshole.
I think it's tragic, and like it just I don't know what. The situation is so fucked up, and like it just feels hopeless.
I was fighting for Palestinian rights, Ethan, when you were fucking picking your nose in fucking high school, bitch.
Come on, you're losing this fight.
Semtex on.
We've taken control.
I think that's the most we can do as a country.
Move, move, move!
Kamala Harris would have been a lot more likely to do it.
You've fallen behind.
Send it to Semtex.
Ultimately, though, I don't think that we disagree on. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know.
Because you're too dumb to know, asshole. Why don't you just get the fuck out of the conversation? It's an A-B conversation. See your way out of it.
They're done.
In my mind, you know,
Take your head up your ass and your finger off the trigger.
We would agree on everything.
well, they wanted the hostages back. I don't know. And they got a ceasefire, and then the Israeli government broke it, and
I'm too optimistic about the Israeli citizen.
well, I mean, you summarize for me. I'll summarize for you. I feel like, you know, it is what it is. And I think.
I'll do that for you. I do appreciate you calling in. I do value your input on.
Requesting recon above. Sliding off the seat.
I think it's good to have. And I think ultimately on the points we agree.
Semtex, front!
Sam. With your children at dinner there.
Weaver requesting UAV tasking.
I'll talk to Ethan right now. Different than what I thought.
I don't think anybody would. Yeah, I don't.
That's why I take cross with this. He's a. You never heard of hybrid? So I mean, like, really,
Optimism for Israel, that's his downfall. It's because he's too.
Get kinetic!
So maybe he's just jaded.
Hostile shooter. Eyes on hostile Semtex. TACOM, launch a UAV.
UAV established overhead.
Constantly
when trying to
feeding into
talk
his
about that clip to
narcissism.
avoid
Oh my
criticizing
god.
Semtex.
UAV MTL 50%. Check.
Damn, that feels good.
We have the edge, but don't get caught. This ain't over.
It's funny how he talks about anti-Semitism.
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV returning to tank.
Perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing themselves
Clean
right
win.
now.
Good shit.
Like the here and now of 5-5. Enemy spring line. Component of all of this that
Well, and unfortunately, whatever
Hard to
Sam's been
decide.
peppered with before the debate, I've seen that I'm having a mental
You really
health
showed that you're
break,
not
that
obsessed
I'm,
by
kind of
to be like,
without having
you
any of
should
the
disagree with
backstory,
it.
just the
Putting
flavor
words in
coming
my
from
mouth. Ultimately, I find
I don't want to speak ill of Sam, right? Yeah, I appreciate him coming and having an honest conversation with me. I was also disappointed by his response to that specific line of questioning, Zach. I share that.
Ethan is focusing too much on
And I
trying
think
to win the
he's-
debate
the way
instead of
that
having a rational conversation
he
with
was
another human
hand-waving
being.
away
Peace and love. I've been
anti-Semitism
apologizing
as
before
like
the podcast
it doesn't
existed. I
matter
agree.
that people are discriminating
literally the
against
problem.
Jewish people in America
I'm glad that
because of what's happening in Gaza.
The
And
fandom
it's
is
like, well,
starting to see it.
first of all,
and I'm
two
glad.
different issues, kind of. Whatever's happening in Gaza is one thing, and whatever rise into anti-Semitism we're seeing in America is a whole different thing.
Yeah,
with its
it's
own set of
connected to one
problems. And
another,
believe it or
though. It's
not,
connected to
they're
one
both
another because of that dangerous
the same
conflation that
extent?
Sam Seder
Obviously
tried to
not,
explain
right?
to you, Ethan.
Obviously,
the
one has
dangerous
an
conflation between
immediate,
Judaism,
horrible
Jews, and
effect
Zionism.
on
That is precisely
Gaza
the reason why
right now.
anti-Semitism is
And
skyrocketing in this country, as it
anti-Semitism
always
is
does
an
whenever Israel does
amorphous,
sieges.
nebulous
That is
thing
why
that's, like,
attacking people
hard
like
to measure
myself,
and hard
who
to
actually
say, and
cut that
a
dangerous
Jews
conflation
a whole life in
and
America.
never even give an inch to that dangerous conflation, should not be your enemy. It should be people that actually consistently say Zionism and Judaism are actually directly associated with one another. It is people like yourself, Ethan, that participate in this dangerous conflation, that feed into the anti-Semitic tendencies of people.
Anti-Semitism, what isn't, and when
There's never been a moment where I've considered anti-Semitism to be even remotely permissible. I have fought against anti-Semitism my whole career. I've been doxxed, swatted, and attacked and harassed by the same neo-Nazis that you seemingly find yourself comfortably aligned with now, Ethan. What the are you saying? Little old Israel over here. Oh no.
I didn't see it that way, but I'm not Jewish, so I found it interesting that you guys are having this conversation to give both perspectives. One thing I kind of wish is that you guys both could have defined
Like, see,
what
these are the
Zionism
freaks.
is.
Those are the
like,
freaks.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's
These
a
are
big
the rabid freaks that come in here and say some
I agree, and it's
fucked
such a
up
stupid
shit.
word. Because that has such a broad
And they get
meaning.
banned.
And like when
Not only do they get
Hassan
banned
says
instantly,
Zionist
but they get
tendencies,
banned off the
that's
fucking
why I think it's
platform for
important to
doing
ask
fuck shit
Sam,
like this.
who I think is
This
avoiding
not
the
an
question,
opinion
frankly,
that
because he knows that
this
it
is
looks
not an
bad. He
opinion
doesn't
that
want to
anyone in
answer.
this community
So
would
he
ever
responds by
fucking
saying
abide
like,
by, even for
"Oh,
an
you think
inch,
this
even
matters?
for a
Let's not
second."
talk about the specifics of what Zionist tendency is."
Scumbags.
Because clearly Hassan's not anti-Semitic. Obviously, he doesn't have the
You called me a
context. And by the
vile
way,
anti-Semite for a year.
I'm still willing to give Hassan the benefit of the doubt that he's not anti-Semitic, right?
What are you talking
But
about?
Once again, as I've stated, yeah, I'm willing to.
Even Dan
I'm
is
willing
laughing
to,
because
but at
he's
this-
called me a
at what
vile,
I've said
rabid
previously
anti-Semite
is
for a
that,
year now. So gracious.
He's
You know
very
I'm not an
comfortable
anti-Semite.
fostering a community that is blatantly anti-Semitic. He's comfortable.
Team deathmatch. MTC is live. Assume all contacts are hostile.
By presenting it as like Hamas instigating this genocide. That is not only irresponsible, but
Lead dart.
And so Sam, I guess if you want to talk about debate,
is
Sam.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
voices deplatformed at a time when the American fascist government is literally actively trying to revoke the First Amendment rights of all Americans inevitably by using Israel as a talking point, by using Israel as a way to enter the conversation, by into the Constitution to completely the First Amendment rights. It will not just harm people like myself. This is my argument.
Israel.
Now he's just like talking about how now he's just going
He's lost the lead.
Tried to use it actually agree with him. Sam Seder was going
Nice. Going ahead.
It seems like you might be being attacked by anti-Semites. That's what he thought was going to happen. So
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Hostile foot patrols.
I assumed that was his big smoking gun, or maybe he was going to try to bring Dan Sultan on or Destiny on in the hope that
Taking control.
or Destiny appears on Friday when we have this conversation. If Ethan is still willing and able to do it, precisely the reason why.
Take your head out your ass and your finger off the trigger.
Just as I'm telling you right now, if he tries to, oh my God, Sam Seder is a fucking nightmare with like a person that has been banned, I won't be able to have.
Move, move, move!
I did. Shut the f. They said no, you will get banned. Do you understand? So, for that reason, I assume there was. This is a two-parter. Okay. Any clip that shows Sam Seder agreeing with him to be like, see, agrees with me or something along those lines, and then be like, why do you call me pro-Israel? Okay, that's what he thought he was going to be able to get. It didn't happen. So now I assume his second smoking gun is to probably bring up like Destiny. I get banned. If I back out of that conversation, people go, "Oh, you ran away from me." That's the problem. Okay? I'm telling you right now, if he tries to do some shit, that means he doesn't want to have a real conversation with you. Real conversation. Just like he thought that Sam Seder would agree with him. And especially when we're comparing it to child murder. He saw through me, and he didn't get what he wanted across. So now I think he's going to be petty and try to get me banned. Preserve myself in this.
Were murdered by Hamas.
See, like I have, you know, friends.
That's a kill.
They don't believe
Not this time.
like that. I'll never agree with that. But in terms of like, you know, the what's referenced and
Hesitating, you're dead.
Saying, you think I would let Ethan control the narrative and manipulate the footage by my side? Why would I do that?
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Hostile affairs KIA.
Impossible here. He simply doesn't know.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Hostiles have a field upgrade.
This is not something that is something that I know. This is something that I've brought up over and over again. Now he thinks the anti-Semitic all community, and he can't let that go. He thinks
engaging.
Of people saying that he's a Zionist because he's I've said the right thing. I've said the right thing. Why do you still get mad at me? I'm simply making a joke about Aaron Bushnell. I've said the right thing.
Yo, check your fire.
He's implied this over and over again. Up until October of last year, up until October of 2024, I consistently defended Ethan. Up until he started going after actively and getting
hostile planet spring mine.
I thought his initial October 7 response was sufficient. I thought he probably has a little bit of liberal Zionism in him. He is amenable. He is someone who has a heart. He is open-minded.
Hostile throwing impact.
And I was wrong. He was not open-minded to this. Having like squishy liberal Zionist who was a anti-Zionist. Of course I'm going to show.
What's happening in Gaza.
Hassan is not coming Friday. What do you mean?
It's important, and I care about Israel. I choose to see the good and to see the optimism.
MTC's in the red. It's now or never.
Get connected.
When I wasn't living there, I voted against it. By the way, Netanyahu lost.
Hassan is a fake. Hassan, stop telling me.
Voted wonderful.
I will
because of the parliamentary system.
Mine.
Hang on. Let me call Langley. Give him the good news.
Textbook execution, people. That's how Black Ops does it.
It was John Fetterman. I remember.
That was dope. I have a family.
Assaulting through. Enemy dropped. Watch your fire.
At a brothel? What the f is this statement, dude? These people are brain broken.
But ultimately, that's where
I assume he will. I don't think he's gonna have this conversation with me. I don't think he's gonna have this conversation with me directly. I think he's gonna try and desperately to either get me banned or to have this conversation in his stead, because he knows that this conversation will not be. This conversation will not go in his direction. Will not go the way he wants it to. Every time they claim there's anti-Semitism in the community, they're always conflating it with and referencing anti-Zionism. I know.
hypothetically typing in our chat again.
Wait, what do you mean?
I can talk now or Friday. I don't care. Up to you. Please don't try to bring a band. Bro, don't worry. I'm not doing that. You're afraid I'm going to bring on Destiny? That's stupid. I'm not going to do that.
Stop.
I promise. promise you, Hasan.
It's not just Destiny.
I
It's
will
Dan
not bring on
Saltman as well.
Destiny.
He's
In fact,
also
the people
banned.
here will not allow me to bring on Destiny. I'm
no
interested,
Dan
Hasan,
Saltman
in being
either.
honest.
And it's not because
You know,
I'm
I'm gonna
afraid of
take
them.
back-
I can't. I will get banned. I need people to understand this is not, this is because I will get banned. If he brings on Sam Hyde or Dan Saltman or Destiny, I will get banned instantly, okay? And I didn't even name Destiny in that. The reason why I said don't bring a banned person on was because I don't want him to bring any banned person on and do some shit to try to get me banned, okay?
Wait, and this is why I prefaced what I was saying was I'm not an expert. Finding polling, I was wrong saying that support for a two-state solution was at a high. It looks like it kind of plateaued around 55% throughout the 2010s, but it was at a high in 2010 of 71% of Israelis supported a two-state solution. It looks like that number is now in.
Please clarify why you would get banned from Papa Twitch, because Twitch has a very hard policy. Twitch is a platform that actually rigorously applies its terms of service. And because of that reason, I've been banned for silly shit like saying cracker in the past, right? And like when Aiden Ross was banned, for example, if someone were to have him on their stream, they would get banned. If Aiden Ross was in a YouTube video that someone was watching, they wouldn't get banned. In the past, they would have, but Twitch changed that policy. Not a permaban, though, more of a suspension. Yeah, but why the would I entertain that, dude? What are you talking about? It's considered ban evasion, okay? It's considered ban evasion to have a banned streamer on your stream, to talk to a banned streamer. The chatter you pulled up earlier for being a Nazi was nuked off the website permanently about 30 seconds later. For your information, so much for this community plus the Twitch platform allowing anti-Semitism. Exactly. But, you know, that was a productive conversation from our perspective, and I hope it was productive for some in Ethan's community to actually see that, because I saw posts about people saying like, oh, Ethan and Sam Seder should just join up in arms and attack Hasan. Like, they were so delusional. And the question here, this is a very important jump-off point for many of you, okay? This is a very important jump-off point. If you're in here from Ethan's community, why did you have that perspective? What have you consumed so far, and how sheltered were you from the truth that you thought that someone like myself and someone like Sam Seder would not be almost entirely aligned on this issue? You have to remember. You have to think about that. This is a moment of self-reflection, because many people I saw in his community were like, oh, dude, yeah, Sam Seder is going to actually, agree with Ethan completely. And then they're going to move on to like attack Hasan together. Maybe Ethan can use Sam Seder to criticize Hasan. And if you thought that, then you were completely oblivious to his perspective. So why? Why did you think that? I know why you thought that. You thought that because Ethan has been presenting a false narrative. He's been presenting a false narrative about me, as he tried to do against Sam Seder as well. And he has presented a false narrative about Sam Seder as well. It's ridiculous. Self-reflect, please. What's the false narrative? Well, the number one false narrative is one that he already backtracked in the aftermath of this conversation, where he says, oh, maybe Hasan is not an anti-Semite, but he actually allows anti-Semitism or something. And that's like a new meta. He has called me a vile, vicious, rabid anti-Semite over and over again, knowing full well that I don't have an anti-Semitic bone in my body. And it's ironically enough that I'm being called an anti-Semite by him, while for specifically my advocacy against anti-Semitism. Every time I am decoupling Israel, Zionism, and Judaism, I'm actually working against anti-Semitism. Every time Ethan brings that conversation back to, well, all Jews are Zionists, he is making that dangerous conflation that is creating more anti-Semitism. No, that was the only point he had since the beginning. His last year of harassment has been for nothing. He's using the same initial argument. He literally has said you would call Jews the K word if you could. Yeah, it's insane. It's so insane. And even in the clip even in the clip that he's bringing up, like, I'm literally saying, regardless of background, looks like someone attended a Hasan 101 seminar. This whole debate is so Hasan coded, and the fact he's getting agitated shows he doesn't like being challenged. Please, I really, really hope, given that Ethan presented a person that was going to 100% agree with him, I hope that his community, this is like their last shot, I think, of like seeing, like coming back to reality and not falling into this like complete, this very narrow focused pro-Israel but kind of anti-Israel attitude that Ethan keeps reflecting. Honestly, they're kind of glazing you. They're attributing all of this as if it's your original thoughts, like you invented anti-Zionist talking points. I know. That's what's so crazy. Ethan Klein is going to have a conversation with Avi Shlaim and then, or Elon Pape, and they're going to be like, Elon Pape got brainwashed by Hasan. He wrote the book. I'm brainwashed by him. Okay? Like, it's so stupid. Like, there were so many moments in that conversation where I think Sam could have been way more vicious if it wasn't Ethan and someone else, and there simply wasn't enough time, like the bomb shelter.
Not a single dissenting voice with him straight.
I hope Hasan goes as far as possible on this motherfucker.
Anti-American, radical anti-American.
Now, instead of actually addressing a single point, he stops it before he gets there. He can't.
Lol, Ethan owns Sam, to be honest. I love that. Listen, I'm proud of you. And I think your family's proud of you too. That you are finally able to dress yourself on your own and you were able to actually open up an account all on your own and be able to type those words together. I'm proud of you. No, this is a moment that deserves praise and congratulations, okay? Clearly, since the car crash, things were not the same for you, but it seems like you're making great improvements. I mean, it's kind of funny that you're, openly demonstrating that, but it's cool. It's cool that you've done.
Oh, you're not getting away. You're not getting away tonight. No hiding. You hear me? Hello? Check. Microphone check.
Hey, can you hear me?
Now I hear you.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Warzone Wednesday. Yep.
No hiding, dude. It's that time. All right.
No hiding.
I know that you love Warzone. Love it.
I love it.
And so I'm gonna just capitulate finally, and we'll jump into this Warzone. You won't stop talking about it. You love Warzone. Hey, what actually?
Been thinking about it all week.
Is there? Oh wait, no. Back up. There is casual, but I don't think there's duos in casual. Casual has bots. And like, so it's like, and they're like not that. They're not difficult.
No,
but let's.
Well, no, let's just go for the real deal.
Duos.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. All right. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's do this. Let's get silly. We're going all balls to the wall, bro. We have no fear.
All right.
We have no fear but fear.
All right.
We fear. How's your day? What's going on?
Well said. Pretty good. Yeah, it was just another busy day of yard stuff.
Yard stuff?
I don't know. Just, yeah.
It was a pretty nice day. Besides the clouds, it was decent.
Yeah. All right. What was your day?
Chill. Worked. Same old. And now I'm doing the same old. Drinking my my Mighty Surges, my White Claw Surges, getting all fucked up. I was going to try to quit drinking. It didn't hold.
Not easy.
Hey, you know what?
Not easy.
It's okay. Like I said, I've got like moderation issues. And I just I think, if I didn't have to go to work, I maybe wouldn't drink at night. But no, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. I just know that I'm at work. I'm just like, oh my God, everything sucks. I want to die. I really want to start drinking. This is good.
How was UIC been with all the Trump nonsense? Has there ever been any official talk of it or announcements or anything?
There's been emails, sent by, the top brass. But I haven't seen a lot, to be honest. I've heard a couple things, and during our meetings we've talked about it, like the possibility of ICE coming on campus and whatnot, and but honestly, it's my biggest concern at the moment is that I don't remember it ever being as slow as it has been the last couple of weeks. I feel like people have already ejected.
Wow, really?
People are already ejecting from libraries or something because of the vibe. I don't know. I'm not feeling good these days. Not feeling good at all about it.
They were urging a lot of foreign students to self-deport. You know what I mean? And I think some of them may have. I know, it's just you're not even you're here legally. What the fuck are they doing? It's just There
definitely seems to be less demand at the moment, and I don't know what exactly to attribute that to, but it could be just the general chaos in the university system right now. But it sucks. It really sucks.
That's crazy that it's as slow as you can remember it being. That's nuts.
I mean,
God.
I'm still trying to figure out what they're trying to do with student loans and public service loan forgiveness. And all that's so I'm really worried they're gonna completely fuck all that up. And if they're gonna try to start charging me thousands of dollars a month for my student loans, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I might leave the fucking country. Just be like, fuck you. I'm taking my savings and going to Mexico. Because I'm not going broke because of these fascist assholes when there's more than enough money to pay. No one should have to pay a single cent for education. Fuck this shit. You're gonna try to make me pay thousands of dollars a month? Eat a fucking pile of dicks. I'm out. Fuck America. I'd go to China if I could, but I don't think that's gonna be tenable. Oh wow, this is a weird circle.
Maybe Ireland.
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe Ireland would be a good go-to.
Maybe. Actually Scotland might be the cheapest option. It's probably fairly cheap in Scotland. I'm thinking maybe. I might be completely wrong. What do you think? Let's go this recon outside the circle here, then we'll push in.
Give me the countdown, or
3.
You got it marked?
2. Yep. 1. Right under us. It's
flag?
The flag. Yep.
Okay.
Right at the train station. We may have company, so. But actually, there are people landing inside the station proper. I don't know if anyone's going to this for this contract or not.
Oh fuck.
Yo, you got guys on you?
No, I saw all these people.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. All right, I'm firing up the contract.
Enemy intel
I don't have any. I've no weapons on me. I'm being tracked. Shit. There's enemies up here. Shit.
Come on!
Whoa.
Dude.
What's going on?
I was fucking shooting at a guy. I'm dead.
You got a call? How many? How many?
There's just one guy. There's me and him doing a shoot.
Alright, well, I'm dead.
I fucking had him. I got like felt like 6 or 7 shots on him.
Are you?
He didn't go down.
What are you doing right now? Gulag. Did you already go?
Gulag. No.
I'm in the gulag right now. I'm fighting. I just won my gulag. I killed that.
Saw the light for a second.
I'm like, some guy like is having fun punching me while we're waiting.
No, well, good for him. What an asshole.
Wait. I'm fighting him back. Alright, I'm in the gulag now.
Oh shit, god damn it! Fucking hell. What's your status? Hello?
Oh, I actually won my gulag.
Nice. Oh shit! God damn it, you motherfucker! I'm down. Alright, well,
it's like guaranteed. The only time I win a gulag is if you lose the gulag.
Dude,
That's the only time I win. Weird.
Be careful. Be careful.
You want me to just die and we can start over?
No. I mean, have fun, man. Go with it. Go Rambo. Go crazy, bro. Perfect. You little camping bitch.
The guy's just standing there. I'm like, what's that statue doing? Look at that guy. I didn't even see the other guy. They were both fucking just crouched there. One guy crouched, the other guy just like standing there like a statue.
Freaking wow. Get your marshmallows out and start roasting because we're camping.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to jump right back into it. It's Warzone Wednesday, bro. I still got your mic check. Yellow. Yellow. God damn it. God damn it. Hello. Trying to join game. What the hell does that mean? I mean, I'm trying. You're a computer. Do it. All right, let me back up. Fuck it. Yellow?
Matchmaking. Yeah, I'm here now.
Did you hear me the whole time? Hear me?
No.
Oh, thank God. Nope. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, yeah, I tried. Seconds. I hit join a new game. And apparently that's broken because it cut our mics and it just sent me spinning into a trying to join a game. Were you seeing that too? Like the three boxes with the loot, do that, and then like a trying to join.
Mm-hmm.
But our mics weren't working, so we're both basically doing the same shit. Okay, cool.
Now I have a screen right now that says matchmaking canceled, and then I can hit A to exit. Should I do that?
Okay, wait. What do you see? Same thing?
Same thing.
Oh, back out.
Okay.
All right, are you back in the lobby?
I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, no, let's go get a match. Man, I think I might just bite the bullet one day, start maining Warzone, and just go into quads by myself and just with 3 random people. It might be interesting. It might, maybe I can meet some players. Someone who can go into DMZ with us.
Still got you.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Were we breaking up? I was saying I was going to go in to do some quads. Maybe. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello? Hello?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, are
Hello?
you there?
Hello?
Yeah, now I can. Yep.
What
yep.
the hell?
Back.
I pulled this out of the matchmaking. Now all right, let's.
Crap.
All right, so what we're gonna do right now? I'm going to hit find a match. We can try to talk, but I'm going to assume that we're not gonna be able to hear each other until we are fly into the lobby before the countdown for the match to start, and then we'll check it then. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Mic check.
I can still hear you.
You can still hear me. Interesting.
But I'm going to pretend that I don't. So
oh yeah, what? No, I was saying
that's what we expected.
I'm thinking about jumping into quads with randoms, just for shits and giggles, just for something to do.
Well, you got. Yeah, I mean, why not? You got the other thing done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm pretty much done with the multiplayer grind, you know. And I mean, and I love to grind. And there's a whole other grind over here. Man. I wish you didn't hate Warsaw. I wish we could play Warsaw, but it's okay. No,
well,
but
I think what I don't like about it the most is the waiting. You know, it's like you go in,
there is a lot of downtime,
and then you wait.
There's a lot of
just sitting
downtime.
Here,
yeah,
looking at a screen. It's boring.
This is true. This is true. DMZ is slightly faster in that aspect. Like you kind of get you in, get you out. And there's a lot of. Wait, can you hear me?
Now I can.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know. That's the other part, right? This is breaking up constantly.
I have a terrible feeling that like DMZ2 is going to still have like voice chat issues.
You're headed to the water.
Like they're never gonna fix this shit. It's terrible that they're like making a whole new game and not just working on the original one, because the whole new game's going to come out and it's going to have all these problems. They're going to spend an entire year trying to fix the problems, and then since it's not like a massive success because they've been just doing nothing but trying to fix problems, they're just going to like abandon it. That's literally what happened with the first game.
Taking effective fire.
Colossal waste of time and money that would be, but yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, so dumb.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they learned their lesson and just
there's no
would
lesson to
improve
be
it.
learned. I mean, they are like short-term profit. First quarter, this needs to be a banger immediately, and they have no idea what they're doing. These flappy neck suits don't know fuck all about video games, and they're trying to milk it for every penny it's worth. All right, sorry. Uh-oh. Superstore. Superstore's a hot spot. You want to go to a hot spot, or do you want to, or do you want to hit Boneyard? Boneyard's actually pretty good for loot. It used to be back in the old days.
Marking Eddie.
All right.
We're outside Circle. I've always found good loot. I wonder if it's the same. But Storage Town, Superstore. Superstore is probably the super hot drop. All right, 3, 2, 1. I am out. You see the mark, right?
Yeah.
2. I think we're alone now.
Eliminate all targets in the
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Oh, right on. It's like got a fucking Fang. Needed 2. Take it. Uh-oh, enemy in a car.
Look at what I got.
That's gonna ruin someone's day.
Let me know. I mean, to see a vehicle or something.
Oh, for sure.
I probably shouldn't hold on to that, but whatever.
Ooh, there's a... Are you gonna grab this, what is this?
Oh, there's a guy right in front of us.
Shit.
He's in here.
Where? You marked?
In that tube.
In the tube?
He's right in here.
Okay,
in here.
Cool.
He went in that blue
Alright,
building.
I'm sneaking. Yeah,
He's, to the right. Left already. But he's in here. The left, maybe? I hear footsteps. Oh, on top, right here.
I killed someone over here. There's it's a friend. It's his teammate.
Shit.
Fudge! Second balls, dude. I suck at this game. I had this guy. I was chasing this guy down, and he took me out. He had a little cover. Found a smart spot. I came running around the corner, and he crushed me. Good play. No hate. You know, in honor of that guy who was punching you, I'm gonna punch this guy. Just rock for your ass. Alright, do I got you on the mic?
Whoa! What the fuck? I overshot him with the fucking Molotov. And give me a break, really? Really? Oh, come on.
Dude, what's going on?
Jesus.
I'm in the gulag. What's going on?
I just died. I died. I'm in the gulag.
Okay. I didn't even...
Waiting.
Fight for your life. Be ready. You're next.
And I'm going next to fight for my life.
Bathroom?
Earn
Yeah.
redeployment or die trying.
Yep, I'm dead.
So am I.
Okay.
Time to head back to base.
Contact!
Excellent stuff, man.
Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back out.
Leaves room for one more, I guess.
Are you sure? Do you want to jump into it? I mean, we got about 10 minutes, which is probably just enough time for a multiplayer match. You wanna just jump in?
No. Let's do another Warzone. It's Warzone Wednesday.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna rub off.
But these matches can last up to 30 minutes.
Expose. Okay. Well, if you think it's gonna happen.
Oh, I mean,
I have a more pessimistic view.
Well, then you know what? I'll take that challenge. I'll take that challenge. All right, doing real good. One of my challenges: finish top 5. Man, gotta do this challenge. Gotta finish top 5, bro. Come on, man. That's 10 players.
My challenges is get 10 eliminations, and I have 1.
Yeah, me too.
Surprised I have that
Literally
many.
the same one. I got 10 eliminations. I got 1 out of 10. 3 hip fire kills.
I think it's because somebody killed themselves in front of me. Counted that as an elimination.
You know what? Or no, it's the gulag kill.
Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, too much weight. You are right about the waiting. The lobby is a weight fest. This is taking too long, bro. Let's do multiplayer. You cool with that?
You going to multiplayer?
You want to?
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I have to do my challenges.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, fuck this, man. We're not even gonna get into like 8 o'clock, so let's just have a little. Let's have a little fun. Let's jump into the small map mosh pit like we're psychotics.
Okay.
What is it? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Oof. Hump day. Everyone's favorite. Not the best, not the worst. But not that great. Ooh, what are you voting for, Nomad or Babylon? Everyone seems like Nomad. I'm just gonna vote for Nomad, dude.
Nomad's good.
That's what the in-crowd's doing at the moment.
They should make, to me, I'm still like map, I'm map challenged with names and stuff. I think what they should do for people like me is make the picture bigger. How about like instead of this tiny little thumbnail thing, like,
but it's got the
show
name.
me a little bit.
But wait, what do you mean? At which part? Like at this, like in the lobby right now?
Well, now that they've selected Nomad, it's bigger. But when you're deciding between the maps, it's like a little rectangle. It's too small for me to.
Yeah, but you've played these maps before. You know what the map is.
I don't always.
Well, Nomad's a new one, so it's
what I would call them. So like,
Oh, dude, we may
I know some of them.
Tomorrow is season 3 Reloaded. There's going to be some new maps, and there's going to be a fun. Okay, this is going to be a pretty funny Reloaded because everyone's fairly certain that they were expecting this drop to happen around 420. So there's a lot of weed stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they have a variant of Nuketown, which is just stoner, bro. Man. They're literally bringing a Seth Rogen skin.
Oh, that's funny.
That's very funny. So they were planning on having a really like a legit 420 event. I don't know what it is about Call of Duty and marijuana. The developers must be addicts. And you know what? Good on them. If people complain about something about Call of Duty, it's kind of like, what do you expect, man? They're all obviously very, very stoned. Give them a break. They're doing pretty good for stoners, bro.
Requesting recon above!
I never understand when people like play this and like oh come on, get up there. Ah shit. Oh, they don't pick up the tags. They'll like run right by the tags.
Oh, yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah, any non-objective players are pretty annoying. It's like you can just play team deathmatch, right?
Oops, sorry, dude.
What?
I just was shooting at our own player. An idiot.
No, hey, it happens.
Learn your fucking lesson yet?
That's a true sorry. Hey, buddy.
Hi there.
See, you're wearing the Arnold skin tonight?
Yep. Went back to the human form. Whatever you want to call that. Not really human. Flesh form.
Let's go!
Little boost, yeah.
Hostile field upgrade!
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm wearing this, one of these Battle Pass skins, which is like a skull with horns, and I'm fairly certain it's probably AI generated. Because all AI generated shit gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I can just tell. Like, I have a sick... it might be a talent, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm fairly certain I can point out AI generated artwork instantly.
Got one. Come on.
Actually, there's this, there's a subreddit. I've been looking at the subreddit lately. It's called Cursed AI. And it's like the freakiest, weirdest, like almost like horror kind of shit, but made with AI. And some of it is legit, like nightmare-inducing, schizophrenic madness. And I can't get enough, and I can't stand it. And it's definitely going to be the end of humanity.
Looks like you got all of them.
And I just wish it wasn't so creepy. End of humanity did not have to be this creepy, but it's going to be creepy. Which just makes it suck.
Six fingers creepy.
Yeah, six fingers creepy. Like in smiles of unknown. Imagine the biggest joyous smile of something that has no idea what happiness means. Like the most sociopathic fucking smile possible. Like an alien's interpretation of like what a human smile is. That's what AI art is. And I'm pretty sure it'll drive you to madness if you consume enough of it. You just ain't right. It should be illegal. I mean, generative AI, like that stuff that makes artwork, video, even like text and shit, it should straight up just be illegal. That's not why we created AI. Like, these are things that people have to do. If people don't make art anymore, if people don't make music anymore, people don't write anymore, we literally are doing nothing. Because that's what makes us human.
Yeah.
If you take that away, you're taking away humanity. And like the only reason why it even exists is because fucking moneybag assholes can fucking make art and not have to pay anyone.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fucked up if they don't fucking take care of the whole art problem.
No, I mean it's already fucked. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, AI is here. AI is here, and it's just developing more and more and getting, quote-unquote, better and better. Better meaning more realistic, more believable. Yeah,
like
we're beyond
Harrison
fucked.
Ford has been dead for 50 years, but let's have a new Harrison Ford Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, they could do it. They can literally just do it. And not only can they do it, they can do it without hiring a director, cameraman, actors. All they need to do is get this program and just put a little prompt, make me an Indiana Jones movie, and it'll make it.
Yeah.
The problem is capitalism, bro. The problem is like the fact that like people are making money off of it, and like if people are making money off of it, there's
Team
nothing.
Top 2.
Team Top 2, baby. Give them what they want. I'm too late. Yeah, this skit is definitely AI generated.
That felt good.
That was good. That was better than getting murdered in
It was a
Warzone.
cleanse. It was a murder cleanse.
Team Top 2, baby. Fucking just that. Like, why do we play anything else but multiplayer, dude? We get our asses kicked in DMZ. We get our asses kicked in Warzone. One match in multiplayer. Team Top 2. What are we doing? It's our calling. It's why we were put. Okay.
when we were put on this earth.
Shit. All right. Anywho, but hey, good games. I'm gonna take off.
Good games, man.
I'm gonna do the old crash Rooney. But if you're on tomorrow, DMZ, unless you're hearing the true Call of Duty, bro. Do you hear it?
Call of the zone.
All right, I'm very sorry. I will talk to you later.
Okay, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Later.
Hey, let's chit chat. Anyone in the chat? Anyone here? Anyone got anything to say? What was I watching?
You are able to type this stuff on your own, all on your own, without anybody else. Where's your pearls at? Okay, well, you kind of failed on the second point, didn't you? You wrote it correctly the first time, and then all of a sudden, communist, champagne, socialist, Lamau. Okay. You got it. You're good. I'm proud of you. Again, you're showing that you can even react in real time. Bro, I like your content, but you're in the wrong on this, and Ethan made some good points. They attacked a fence. Israel is practically groomed into doing a genocide. Yeah, I know. He's blaming you right now for his...
It's not their fault.
No way, dude. Stop. He's still talking about me? What the... Due to their incredible anti-Semitic opinions, and that he is simply misunderstood. He's back to the clip compies. Hold on, I gotta pee. And that he agrees with everything that Sam Seder says wholeheartedly. And Sam, being the kind and gentle being that he is, will not push super hard to really figure out what Ethan's worldview looks like.
He could
not have been more wrong.
Yeah, he could not have been more wrong. And by the way, he got to stop making.
No, he was pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, just objectively.
You assholes don't realize that people should be going real fucking hard on him. He doesn't know what going hard is yet. I hope Hasan cooks him tomorrow, dude. I hope it fucking cooks him.
Not very sweet and lovely. He came out ready to go, and that's good. I'm always ready.
He was sweet and lovely, you fucking ungenerous piece of shit. He was just all business. Yeah, true. But what do you want him? Does he gotta glaze you like everyone else? Does he gotta fucking polish your balls? No, he's just doing what he does. He's Sam Seder. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing but the shit that's important. He doesn't know about you. He probably doesn't know. He doesn't need to know, bro. That's the point. You are not the center of the universe. I know you think you are, but you ain't.
But I'll tell you guys, I am brave.
Yeah, you've sold us.
It's 8:08 right now. I'm not doing a very good 808 fucking kick.
I'm not running from nothing or nobody.
It ruined Crowder's life.
Carry the load. What?
I said it ruined Crowder's life. Literally, since he did that debate.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I wasn't kidding when I said we ruined his life.
It's funny because at one point Sam took off his glasses and said, "Steven, look into the camera." He's like, "From here on out, it's all downhill for
That's
you."
That's crazy that was true.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have predicted that there would be a scandal where he's abusing his wife on camera.
Right.
He went from getting a $50 million deal on the table to being like a nobody.
Yeah. No, that doesn't work either.
Doesn't work either.
Watch it.
What a anyway. Yeah, so
he gonna swing back to the left. I'm getting that vibe after this conversation on Friday, unless he's like just a complete piece of shit.
I wonder why Ethan Klein won't talk to Sam Seder, just like he was too scared to talk to Sam Seder in private. I'm not ducking Ethan at all. I'll talk to him. Maybe I'll even have Sam Seder attend.
This just happened like 10 minutes ago.
Right, yeah.
Perhaps this is why my former podcast host is too afraid to talk to Sam Seder. Oh my God, bro. This obsession.
Wait, what is he saying? Is he showing how brave he is? It took a year for him to finally talk to Sam Seder.
There it is. You got what you wanted, and the people are feasting, watching two Jewish men duke it out about
Wait, it took this motherfucker a year, and he got destroyed. What is this?
We agree on everything.
Bro. Oh my God.
Hey,
oh boy, this doesn't look like it went good, but I don't know if chat can be trusted, no offense.
Hey. A lot of people to this, huh? 50,000.
He said Sam agreed with everything? Does he not know? Does he not know that Sam Seder is a whole-ass adult with a public profile who will see him just simply saying this stuff? Oh, the cope, man. He literally is saying that him and Sam Seder agree with everything. Yeah, the cope here is what? Only going to be entertained? Only going to be entertained for a brief moment? Is that what it is? That video was about how he should talk to you, and he only showed you mentioning Sam. I know. He said you were wrong about Sam being nice to him. I think Sam was very nice to him. What? Okay, I think people need to understand something. That was kitty gloves from Sam. Sam also is not like content.
And I hope I don't see any kitty gloves anywhere near proximity of Friday's debate, bro. I want you to take his fucking Zionist dog shit and crush it. Crush it, comrade. That was I can't do a Russian accent.
When he debates libertarians, some of the stupidest people on the planet, he will still maintain that same calm demeanor. There's very few instances where I've seen Sam like get rattled. One was against Tim Pool, and the other was.
Is anyone in here? Hello. I'm on a chit chat. I'm eating Japanese peanuts. Not Japanese penis. Japanese peanuts. And you peanuts.
This has to be someone from Israel.
For sure.
This sounds like someone. He's a supporter of terror. I felt particularly bothered by Ethan's constant "I agree with you" nonsense because it completely neuters the actual critique Sam was attempting to levy. Like, how do you argue with someone when every valid rebuttal is just met with "I agree" and then completely reverted right afterwards? You can't get anywhere. I know. Ethan Klein is doing something that is incredible in this conversation. And what he's doing, oh, it is shekels. Okay. Well, I didn't realize that was the sign for shekel, but I could just tell from the way that he dressed down Sam Seder, being like, he's a terror supporter, but you, Ethan, need to do your homework. So much of what he said was pure lies. That's why I'm saying most of his audience left. These are the people that came to him for the Zionism at this point. A bit ago, Ethan said him and Sam talked about immaterial topics because they talked about the
At least some.
Yeah. They had to agree to disagree on whether or not criticism of Zionism is anti-Semitic. Lol. That is the entire argument for the smear campaign. Yes. So as long as Sam understands this better than anybody else, because he is who he is, he's had opinions that has changed throughout time. And for that very purpose, he understands better than anybody else. I've had private conversations with Sam throughout the past year, not about Ethan, by the way, but just in general about what to do in our personal lives where we have friends, people that we are close to that can find themselves in the throes of radicalization in the aftermath of October 7th, specifically Jewish people, okay? This is something that I've talked to a lot of my Jewish friends about in general. My anti-Zionist Jewish friends are also going through the exact same issues with people that cannot let go of the social conditioning of Zionism, cannot let go of the idea that Zionism is actually supposed to be for good. It's like this good idea, not a bad one, because it undermines everything. It undermines everything I've known. It undermines everything I've learned my whole life. If I were to re-examine my relationship with Zionism, I have to re-examine everything, which is why Sam was so nice. It's very difficult. It is very difficult. That's why if you listen to anti-Zionist Jews, they talk about this all the time. That's precisely the reason why I had, as one of Twitch's leading Jews, OG Gamer, Professional Racist, America First, Finest, Groypers, and the Legion of Kekistan have been telling me to get in an oven for the last 20 years online, but I haven't felt true anti-Semitism on the internet until Hasan Abi started flaunting his massive MAGA pecs in my face. Not cool, dog. Slasher.
That was a banger.
Bro, they're gonna clip this and be like, They're gonna clip this and be like, Slasher, Jewish journalist Slasher agrees Hasan is anti-Semitic.
Got him.
Oh no. It's no wonder Sam got so passionate. Lillard puts up with the conflation of Jewishness with Zionism every day. Yeah, so here's the issue. They're doing the Hasan flew into private jet to Coachella criticism right now. He's sauceless. Sorry for being this kind of chatter right now. I'm stunned at how stupid Ethan is. Yeah. I don't care about any of that shit. He can keep smearing me all day, every day. Okay, that's whatever. He needs to feed. He basically needs to feed people with something. He feels like a bruised little bird. Okay, he feels like a bruised bird, and he's licking his wounds, and he has to like give red meat to his audience to be like, no, guys, Hasan is still bad. Okay. Are you going to talk to him about the drama or stick to Israel Palestine? What do you think? Do you think I'm in the business of trying to talk about drama? Do you think I want to talk to him about drama? No. It's true that 56% of Israeli support ending the war for the hostages as of last week's Channel 11 poll. Meanwhile, the coalition is practically unstoppable mandate of 68 seats as Bibi consolidates power. How is the conclusion here not the world should pressure Israel externally to end the war? What is Ethan's point? He has no point, time without an OO, as you probably have gotten at this point. His point...
I just wonder how Hila felt about this shit. Like after, I'm sure, honestly, what no one's saying are the what no one's saying are the behind the scene conversations Hila is having with Ethan, which I think is kind of is forging his whole thing at this moment. It's his communication with her, and when they're sitting down at night or looking on their phone at Israeli propaganda. That's in Hebrew, so I'm sure that Hila is translating it and giving her perspective on it, which is fully in the bag for. I mean, she is a Zionist. I'm just call her a liberal Zionist. I think is generous. I mean, they say, well, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's like when she literally said herself that she could have got out of it. And I'm assuming she meant like ways other than going to jail or being ostracized by their society, supposedly is what happens when you don't want to join the IOF. But this the post, to be a fly on the wall in the post Sam Seder debate conversation between Hila and Ethan in their home, just the two of them and their kids in the other room. Like, she is probably going to go ballistic. And she's probably going to yell at him for any concessions he gave. Because until proven otherwise, like, Hila is all aesthetics. And at the end of the day, is a fascist. And this is the Sean EP definition theory of fascism. Fascism is illiberal, anti-communist, paleogenic ultranationalism. Thank you. Israel checks all three boxes.
He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer.
He literally thought it was that holy shit. What anyone could look at that picture and be like, that is definitely not a tattoo because it is perfect. But that kind of tattoo doesn't exist. The kind that looks like it was photoshopped with like just typed letters.
Oh my God, he literally believes it. Oh my God, he thinks it actually, like, this wasn't just like added on to signify, to claim that this tattoo, the marijuana was for M, and the smiley face was for S, and the cross was for 1, and the skull was for 3. Oh my God, he literally thinks this is the real knuckle tattoo. No.
He's an idiot.
No. I'm hoping that.
Yes. Trump is that dumb. We know that now. I mean, we've known it. He's an old man screaming at clouds, dude. Why the fuck is he in charge of everything? He thinks that's a real tattoo. He should be in a home. He should be in a home. Shit in his diapers. Where people normally shit their diapers at his age. In a home. The nicest, most golden, greatly home possible. Just get the fuck out of public life. Because you don't know what's going on, brah. You're dumb as dog shit. You're an old fuck. Your time has passed. And just keep eating McDonald's, Mr. President. Keep eating it. Why don't you add an extra meal? I know there's only 3 meals during the day. Add an extra one. Or like do brunch. After breakfast. Let's head back to Mickey D's, Mr. President, to get brunch, and then we'll come back pretty soon after to get. Brunch would be, I think, like you'd have to go. You probably have Secret Service go to McDonald's like super early to go get you something. Well, wait. I'm vegan, so I've kind of not been, in the know as far as what's going on with the McDonald's menu. Do they have breakfast all day now? I thought I heard that. Maybe that was just a thing like a while back. But honestly, I haven't stepped foot in a McDonald's in... It's going on like 11 years. I'm at my 10th anniversary of veganism. Fuck you, bitch.
That he's just a piece of shit and he's lying. I'm gonna run this again.
He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS.
So he goes, he didn't have the letter MS1 and 3.
MS1.
It says MS-13.
That was photoshopped.
I think the lead paint generation unironically has severe crippling intellectual disabilities, and they must immediately be removed from positions of power. This is not like AI image that your parents got.
Look at this picture.
PS Paint job. This is Microsoft Paint.
It's not even supposed to be a tattoo. It's not even supposed to be a fake picture. It's not supposed to be fake. They put those letters there to represent the other tattoos. Do you notice the other tattoos that are there, Mr. President? See those? What are those about? Well, maybe like those are symbols to represent MS-13, which is a stretch if you look at those tattoos. Be a hundo. Gangs are so fucking stupid anyway. Holy shit. No offense, gangs. With peace and love. They're just petty bourgeois operations. Petty bourgeois / Lupin proletariat. When the Lupin proletariat isn't class conscious, they become gang members. With peace and love.
Of mental incompetence.
Oh, you can see my mouse. That's cool. It's over for Adam 22. Thank goodness. They deserve an end.
No Jumper is going broke.
Oh, this is fucking 30 minutes.
Video recently posted by Adam to a 5 million subscriber YouTube channel, No Jumper.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke.
With comments on the video such as selling your wife and still going broke is crazy. It's nobody else's problem that you manage your business improperly. And don't forget you sold your soul for no reason. It's clear that no one has any sympathy left for Adam 22. And it's for good reason. Adam 22 can't help but make a fool out of himself for any amount of attention or views. From artificially manufacturing controversy to reclaiming his legendary cuck status a second time, Adam is desperately trying to go viral by any means necessary.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I was just thinking like, oh, you might get to eat it today, and then I was like, well, I ain't want to eat it after I eat it. I definitely ain't gonna eat it after you eat it. That's what I'm saying. It's like you chose two very, very heterosexual guys to do.
Unfortunately for Adam, it doesn't seem like any options went as well as he'd hoped.
But I honestly spent pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with No Jumper, and I can't really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of this make sense.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the degrading and degenerate developments in the life of Adam 22, as well as examine how he sold what was left of his reputation and business for an extra 5 minutes of fame. For a super quick recap, Adam 22 is best known for founding and hosting the hip-hop podcast No Jumper. The podcast rose to prominence in the late 2010s by interviewing upcoming artists and pop culture personalities in a very relatable fashion. From introspective conversations with legendary rappers like XXXTentacion to behind-the-scenes coverage of exclusive concerts, the No Jumper brand consistently gave fans a slice of the hip-hop experience, and they loved every second of it. Unfortunately, that success would only last for so long. As the year went by, the focus of the No Jumper brand shifted from creating worthwhile hip-hop content and more towards creating viral moments on the podcast.
He's talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom. He's been going through the hell shit. He's talking about the person that birthed me? My best friend that died?